So, a good way to start with finger picking, right, is technically the correct way to finger pick is thumb on these low strings and index finger, middle, and ring finger for these high strings. But I've seen so many people, right, use like their index and middle finger for these strings, right? And people use like their ring finger on every one of these high strings and their pinky finger when they're doing this. And they use their thumb when they're plucking the other notes, like. Yeah, so it just like makes no sense, because like, and I don't really think you should just use your thumb for everything, because I mean, imagine you're like trying to do a big jump, and also you have to do it like this, which a lot of beginners do this. I did this when I was beginning, and that's a really bad habit. Like, I'm in a different tuning, but like, so it sounds different, but like, that just looks terrible, and you have to do like that big jump. But what I recommend you do before you like start out with all your other fingers, if you were to cut off 3 of your fingers and keep 2 of them just for guitar, you would want to keep these 2, because if you don't have a pick with you, you can just do that, or you can. So what I recommend you like start out with, right, is thumb on these low strings, E, A, D, but index finger on these high strings. And if you play 3 notes, I think you can use the middle finger for it too. Like, that seems pretty reasonable. But like, use the other fingers when they're necessary, but for the most part, just master these 2 fingers. And yeah, just kind of go from there. And basically, like, what I'm doing, right, you got to get the posture right too. There is really no right posture that you can use, because a lot of people go like this. They have their thumb in front of all their other fingers, but then you have to like, some people's hands aren't really meant to do that, so some people have to go like, see that, and that looks really, and it feels really uncomfortable. So it's okay to have like your thumb level, but like this, like with your thumb behind every single finger and every single finger in front of your thumb, that's like a bad habit. Another really bad habit is like using all your other fingers, right? You master them, but your pinky is right here. It's not necessarily bad, but if you leave it like angled like this for really long, it can hurt. So I don't recommend that's the case. Now, what I found, and I'm not saying you need to copy this, but like what I found the most useful is that I use my thumb, index, and middle finger for these low strings. But for these high strings, I use my index, middle, and ring and pinky for all 3 of these strings. Yeah, so that's basically what I do, because I've seen so many videos of like people playing it like a bass. But I've never really seen anyone use their ring finger for these low strings. So yeah, that's an introduction to finger picking. And remember, there's no correct way to really finger pick. Just do what works best for you. But don't use your thumb for all the strings, because then you have to do these big jumps. So index finger for these high ones, strings. If you're wondering, I'm tuned to open C, 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 G, C, G, C, E with the capo on the 4th fret, just in case you're wondering. So yeah, that's finger picking.